What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of IDK Sports Podcast, your premier podcast talking sports with the average guys.
Dessert.
You know what I'm saying? You catch us every Monday, 5 p.m. on every platform. Hear us anywhere from Spotify, Amazon, Apple, iHeart, a little bit everywhere. YouTube, anywhere, man. Get the pod. You know what I'm saying? Like always, I got my brother Kenny here with me.
What's up?
You know, we in the building. Got my brother Ron in the background. You gonna hear him.
Yep.
But you can't see him. No face, no case.
Oh, God.
You know what I'm saying? You know? So we out here in the pod. And, you know, second pod back after a long time. So we're going to get into some more stuff that we missed.
Now we get the swing of things. We
You know what I'm
already
saying?
starting out hot on the trip back. We ready.
Just know that, you know what I'm saying, Japan, I'm cool with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool with you. You know what I'm saying? You can invite me. I'm with my man Ron. We're really Kenny at home.
We gotta start putting a disclaimer at like the top if we're gonna be doing that.
Yeah, I guess.
For you, maybe. Well, for me, bro.
They gonna take your passport. See what you paying. Hey, the dog.
It's all love, Japan. Japan, we love you.
Don't say love yet. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of pie left. Might get some more hate off. You know, this is the premier spot to get hate and sports takes off. You know,
Let's do it.
You know what I'm saying? You know our socials, Anthony E. Great on the gram. My man Kenny finessing the gram.
Dessert.
You know what I'm saying? You always follow us at IDK Sports Pod on YouTube and Instagram to get all the updates of everything. So let's get into it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get into one of the things that we always know one episode will have to be about.
Oh, yes.
We got to get into the sweet science.
The good topic that never leaves.
Of boxing. Let's talk about some things that would happen while we were missed. I know we probably by the time this air about a month away.
Yeah.
From Tank fight.
Yeah, like, goddamn, y'all still on that?
Yeah, we're still on it. We had to take a break, got to come back. On the Tank fight, we don't talk too much about it. But, Tank had a dominant performance, knockout, of,
Frank Martin, brother.
Oh, yeah, Frank Martin, see? You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Man,
Talk
about the ghost.
He felt like it was.
That brother at the crossroads.
Boom.
Up there with Uncle Charles.
Yo, you ever see like an oh shit face when that dude in that body shot? He had to see that punch coming.
Yeah.
It was over, bro. It was over, bro. You know what I'm saying? He fought good. I think like the way Frank came in there, Frank came in with a good game plan, but like I said with Tank, it's always cool until he punches you back. Yeah. And then once he hits you back, can you take it? Because it's like, I can't stand the rain. You know what I'm saying? And then it's like over body shot after body shot.
Yeah.
And then,
I think it was just like one like trait that don't really get spoken much about when it comes to Tank. Well, I guess maybe it does, but it was just on display this much more. This fight was just intimidation. Was just something that I just saw. Like the continuous pressure, all four corners of the ring, just to walk down, like just walk them down, all four, like was it 8 rounds?
Yeah,
all 8 rounds, just walk down, and it's just like he just kept putting Frank in situations where he had to like escape, had to counterpunch, had to figure his way out. Of course, like Tank Davis, he gonna throw those first few rounds. Those are just throwaway rounds. He just gonna study his opponent, figure out what he does well, but he doesn't do so well. But one thing that didn't relent was just the pressure. And I go back to intimidation because I didn't know how intimidating it is. I just kind of like put myself in like Frank Martin's shoes. If you got Tank just walking you down around the ring, that's not somebody you're going to want to just stand in front of.
And that wasn't his game plan at first. I mean, he had a good game plan.
Stick and move, keep it moving. You know what I'm
saying?
He
was winning some rounds.
And he was athletic. He's like when they was saying how athletic he
was very athletic.
That was very much on the like. You got to see that. But again, but you gotta escape. You're not gonna hang out that much in front of it's like a slugger like.
But the thing with Tank though is in boxing you're gonna get hit. Until I see somebody that can take a hit from Tank,
they can threat with power.
Like somebody can take a hit. You gotta take a hit. It's been about like Barrios fought good with him. Could take the hit. It fell off. Santa Cruz was right there with him. Then an uppercut from hell came.
Yeah, nasty. And you really got to start, because that was a nasty ass knockout too with Bray Martin. That was a nasty. So that last one, that brick hand that finished them all, couldn't do nothing with it.
His body was paralyzed.
Bro,
He was like, oh no.
Body just froze.
But like you got to take a hit. Like no, I haven't seen nobody that's sitting there and consistently take a couple of hits from Tank. It eventually slows you down.
Well, it would have to be somebody that also has power as well. Like even Tank even said in the interviews, how you gonna keep me from like walking you down in the ring if you ain't got no power to scare me? You ain't got nothing that can scare me. What, you gonna box me? He walks down boxers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Counter punch? I can get your timing too.
Yeah.
You know, it's like nobody has threatened me with power yet.
Ryan dropped.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so that was
Ryan
your first.
thought about it. He said, I still want to fight. No, I don't.
But that was your first power puncher, because that ask Haney about that left hook. We can talk about that in a second if you want to.
I mean, he has steroids.
But
that's hate. I'm hate.
That's hate. That's hate.
Ryan's not like that, bro. I ain't gonna spend too much time on this podcast.
All right. But that was probably like, I want to do that to Isak too, because Isak's
the only one that stood in there with him.
Yeah, so I would say Isak and probably Ryan Garcia with that left hook.
When did Ryan Garcia stand in there with Tank? Because he took a couple body shots. He was down. I think he got down to 6.
He still, I'm not saying he let them major. He still felt them. Those look like still power shots. Tank got a good chin, bro. But it's like, yo,
that was crazy.
You know what I'm saying? he can take a power punch. You know what I'm saying? That's one of his.
I know what I'm saying, but Tank walked down Ryan. Ain't nobody but Isak stood in. Ain't nobody been able to stand in there and take a hit. Ryan got them 2 body punches. Thought he was about to fight and drop back to. I was sitting there watching. I said, "Oh, there it is." He fell. Santa Cruz took the body punches because he dropped his hands and the uppercut came. Barrios body punches.
Leading up to that fight, all these dudes, I'm saying between Isak and Ryan Garcia, they've been known for their power. They've been known for
Ryan fault.
I remember that field. I remember names right now. I'm all over the place in my head. But
Isak, I'll give you Isak. I'm not Ryan.
Ryan Garcia got power, bro. Ask Haney.
We ain't not on steroids.
Ask Haney.
We not on roids.
Ask Haney with that. And that boy tooted up in that damn ring.
Mouth open. You know you ain't putting your mouth open, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So other fight, the guy that we don't want to see Tank fight is T.O. T.O. just fought
last night.
Didn't look great, but he got him out of here. Then Shakur just fight. Did anybody talk about it?
No, Shakur fight in a couple weeks.
Still nobody's talking about it.
Yeah.
But anyway, T.O. just fought. That's the only one. Like if T.O. like I said, T.O. head is on straight, I think that's Tank's best opponent.
Yeah, agreed.
But if you see Cambosa T.O.,
agreed.
He'll got him in the 5th round.
Agreed. But one thing I saw in that fight with Steve Claggett, excuse me, was that slick shit that T.O. be getting off of. There's no way in the hell you doing that with Tank. Like that walking around the ring with your hands down, boy, you going night. You going night. You wouldn't dare. Even Frank, like. There's other fighters that fought Tank beforehand that had like some slickness to their game. They was cool in the ring. They was calm.
Yeah, you got to be a piece of fuse with Tank.
Just like with Frank, you going in there first round, high guard. You up here with it. You ain't even gonna play around with that game.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You already know what's up. But T.O., like you said, if his head right, he's in tune, which I know he would be because that's a fight of his career to this point.
He's still fighting for free. That's what ESPN.
Who else coming? I mean, who else putting up for it? Who else coming up?
But I heard the Tank fight didn't sell.
That was top ranked.
I heard the Tank fight didn't sell like that though. Tank and Benavidez fight inside. I think it was the name. I still think a T.O. of Tank sells. Lomachenko
Prime
Tank sells. Shakur and Tank is going to sell, but if Shakur, people should not let him fight Tank. He's not ready. He's not ready. Shakur is not ready to fight Tank. He's not ready to be in that ring with Tank. He didn't even look good against some of the people he's supposed to be dominating.
He need a bigger challenge, but he hasn't shown nothing that proves that he needs that challenge right now. He's making lesser competition look like competition, and that's the problem with Shakur. He's not getting the fans enthralled. Like he should be a big name fighter.
Yeah,
a big name fighter, but he doesn't give the fans enough to clamor for clamor for those fights. Yeah. All you have is, you know, his cornerstone fans, the people that's just gonna be in his corner regardless. But he should
because of talent. I don't know if his head
should be a big name fighter. He should be, but that comes with making the fights happen. Yeah. So you just gonna keep being.
You got to get the lesser talent out of here.
Got to.
And another person, too, another big name fighter that almost effed around and found out, David Benavidez. Did not look that good in that light heavyweight fight.
Hey,
and his face told the story.
I would say this. I think that 168, and I even say it for myself, that jump from 168 to 175 ain't no pump. Like, you know, there's
a former champion.
Yeah, they're weight classes.
Lineal champion, actually.
Yeah, there's weight classes in boxing for a reason. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
His power would never hurt that man.
Yeah,
I've never seen Benavidez get clean punches, and he never. Like he might have outclassed the guy because he's a little bit older. Yeah. But that fight was closer than it was supposed to be, supposedly. He never hurt Benavidez. I mean, Benavidez never hurt him. Benavidez got hurt a couple times. Yeah, I could tell his face that he was feeling them punches.
I think he got winded too. I think conditioning was an issue too. You know, you're putting on weight and trying to keep that same condition of a 168. Like, you know what I'm saying? So maybe that weight bully stigma that they was throwing on him probably is there. It's probably not too much valid after that 175 fight because I don't know how much they want to hang out.
He already done asked for an extension for his IBO middleweight championship.
From 168?
I think he realized that he
probably need to hang out around there for a little bit and see if he can unify with Canelo. But it's not.
He don't want no parts of Bill.
That ain't no sweet.
No parts of Better Be. He don't want them.
But you know, it's good to have those aspirations. At least he knows. At least he knows now, right? Because at 175, you know, you're dealing with a heavier puncher. You know, you're dealing with
his power wasn't there. Like you gained weight, but you gained no power. He couldn't hurt that man. I mean, he hit that man with clean shots.
Walk through him. So you get somebody that's a little bit sharper.
But is his power really like that? Because even Caleb, like everybody said that his power was like that, but he couldn't get Caleb out of there.
Caleb and Canelo did. Canelo knocked Caleb
out.
Or not knocked him out, knocked him down. So
I don't
know. I think that weight bully thing is kind of lost some steam after this 175 fight because that didn't. It was still a very good show.
And no disrespect to the Ukrainian fighter. I can't think of his name. He was a former lineal champion. Like he was the guy. He had a little break he had. Yeah. He took on a break and stuff like that, but making a comeback. But like he wasn't fighting no slouch.
Yeah, and even back to Benavidez's credit, like that wasn't a bad showing on his case. Like there was clearly rounds where he took like maybe 1 or 2 rounds off around like 9 or 10 that he just took off just because of conditioning. But he still had a very good showing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't taking nothing from Benavidez, bro. Yeah. But it was definitely something that, you know, a feather he can put on his cap and say, okay, all right, it's going to have to be a little sharper if you want to mess with them top guys like Bibble or Better Be, because that stuff he was putting up there, that ain't going to fly.
That ain't going to work.
That ain't going to fly. That ain't going to fly. Because it take a few people that's going to slip and dodge, you be good. Yeah.
Quick commercial break.
You get a disciplinarian?
All right, and we're back. You know what I'm saying? Quick commercial break, you know. I ain't gonna lie, we been watching the BET Awards.
Big blow.
And Gorilla Camera. So
go mid.
Judge us if you want. You know what I'm saying? Hey, only God can judge me. You know, boxing. We got through boxing. What else we got to talk about? Want to talk about a little bit about this NBA stuff, you know? Let's talk about the big top of the NBA draft happened last Wednesday. You know? You know what I'm saying? We don't know the name of what did happen. That was not shocking to me. I told people it was going to happen. Bronny, drafted by the Lakers to play with his father. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. Nepotism to the fullest. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up. Clap it up.
Yeah, I love systematic oppression when it's in our favor. Yeah.
Gotta love it.
But Bronny get drafted. I don't know how y'all felt about it. A lot of people felt the way. You know, I didn't. I loved it. Nepotism happens all the time. Why shouldn't it happen in LeBron James' favor? I love it.
Yeah.
The draft, yes. Oh, it's another kid that could have got drafted. He didn't. All right, it happens. That's called life. That's how it happens in the workforce.
Yeah.
That's how it happens in all of life. LeBron James didn't help his son get drafted. Everybody act like he got drafted in the lottery. He got drafted
second round,
4 picks before the end of the draft.
right?
Like, come on, man. Like, what are we talking about, man? But Bronny James, what I would like to see him with his talents in college. I think he can play. Hopefully, he gets good development, and they give him some time because the boy did come back from a heart attack to play at USC. But back to nepotism, how y'all feel about it?
Talk to you, Kenny. No, it's a moot point. It's a moot point. There's nothing. There's nowhere to start. There's nowhere to end on that one because this is a part of business, part of America,
part of life.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at the Cowboys, Jerry Jones, all his kids,
Stephen Jones, Mary Jones.
Mention it to you,
Thelma Jones,
coach for the
Silly Ann Jones,
for the UConn, Dan Hurley. His son sits the bench at UConn.
Thelma Jones.
You know what I'm saying?
They all up there.
What we talking? It happens in a lot of facets. So shit. I mean, even in regular day life, you look at Michael and Sons Heating and Plumbing. Like you do this. So the parents got to go. Parents pave a way for for an easier path to go forward.
Think his son's for real though?
And if it's not, they at least getting some. You know what I'm saying?
That's a great marketing strategy.
Getting some points on there.
I'm sorry. I never thought of that. That's why I know it might be his real sons.
And if it's not, brother, everybody getting some money off the deal. So, point is that you do all this work, right? So the next generation can have an easier way to go about it. I mean, shit, that's what your parents showed. I'm sure what they did, work their butt off, so your life would be easier. Now that now we're parents, you gonna do the same thing for your child. Same thing I'm gonna do for my child, so they have an easier path to go forward. And if it just so happens that LeBron James was able to do that for his son, or Deion Sanders is able to do it for his son, I forgot the dad's name, forgive me, but LiAngelo,
LaMelo,
their father.
That was
you know what I'm saying?
He tried, but
you know what I'm saying. But the thing is that he tried, right? You know what I'm saying? He tried to make things easier for his kids. So no matter what it is, bro, salute it, respect it, keep moving forward. There's again, life imitates art. I can't tell you how many internships or how many jobs you've been passed over, I've been passed over because somebody knows somebody, somebody's son, somebody's daughter, somebody's friend of the family, relative, then got a job over you. It's a part of life. But the thing is that we make these connections, we network, we branch, because so that doesn't happen again. And we're more so in control of the cue ball when that does happen, or when that opportunity does come up. So I don't feel no way about it, man. Go for them. Go for that. And guess what's gonna happen again when Bryce's time come up? All right. So this ain't the last you're gonna hear of it.
Bryce might be the one though.
Yeah. Before I pass on the round, so how you feel Malcolm and Sons, you know what I'm saying? I love it.
Keaton and air cooler, you know what I'm saying? You got two homeowners here. You know what I'm saying?
I'll wear a t-shirt. How you feel about it, Ron?
I mean, Kenny pretty much said everything, but honestly, I mean, nepotism usually, not trying to play race, doesn't always work in our favor as black men, and I think with LeBron being as powerful as he is, as great as he is for so long, he's able to put his son in position to get an opportunity.
Yeah, Ronnie can't play a little bit. Like,
yeah,
he got bounce, like he got long arms. He's not tall.
Yeah, he has a athleticism. He can shoot. Yeah. He was one of the best. Had one of the best percentages in the combine for threes. So he has the tools, the traits, the work ethic. He just honestly needs the opportunity. And I think he'll be a better pro than he was a college player. I think he'll get a chance to see his dad every day, see how he goes about preparing and how to be a pro. And I think he'll take that on. And as he gets better and gets stronger, because he's only, maybe it was June or July when he had a cardiac arrest last year.
Yeah.
So he's only a year removed from that. So he got better towards the end of the season. So I think he's going to be a project, but I think overall, I mean, nepotism in this favor, like any of us would do it for our children.
I would.
You know, so I think it's just, like Kenny said, a moot point, but I'm for it. And again, the way people are talking about it is nasty. Like the fact that he was a second round draft pick
towards the end of
the draft. It wasn't the first pick in the draft.
It was 55 out of like 60?
Out of 60.
and I know this is kind of like spitballing in the air, but it's like what's the ratio? What's like the percentages of that being like a starting spot at that late in the draft? I'm not downplaying Bronny when I say that. I'm just saying on average, how often how much focus or attention are we putting on like that draft slot?
Let me put it like this, and Ron probably can attest to it too. Making a professional basketball roster is one of the hardest rosters to make. There's only 15 of them, or maybe 18. They got some reserve players.
15.
Yeah, about 15. Jokers that get drafted late first round don't even make the team.
Mm-hmm.
That's why it's only 2 rounds. Like, only lottery players really make the team. Like, it's hard to make a roster. Just to make the roster. Not play. It's hard to make the roster. So most of them second round guys are training camp guys. Like, they're going to be in there. They're going to try to prove themselves in the G League. Not the G League, but prove themselves in the Summer League. But then it comes down to, like a need. Like, do I need you at this position? And do I feel like this person got basketball more is like they'll keep you if they got upside. If you got more upside, right? That's why players leave early. You don't really take the senior as much as you take the freshman because the senior might already be who he is. I want the freshman who can probably grow into something. But after the lottery pick, man, most of them cats don't even make the team, man. Like, look at that Warrior squad. What's my man from Oregon, the center? They used to be on that Warrior squad. Jordan Davis, not Jordan Davis, but had the mohawk and everything, played in the championship.
Kyrie Davis.
Something like that. Like, he played 1 year, got the championship. They cut him the next year. Like, making an NBA roster, and I don't want to say NBA, WNBA, a basketball roster is hard because it ain't like a football roster. Yeah. I got 53 plus the practice squad.
Yeah.
NBA spots.
All this is 18. Maybe 18 at the most.
Yeah, a lot of them are two-way players. A lot of them, they'll be on an NBA team, but then they'll get sent to the G League and have to get reps there. Because if you're a second-round player, you're not guaranteed minutes. So you ride the bench for 20 games, and they're like, hey, we'll have this roster spot for somebody else who's going to play. We'll send you to the G League and get you reps so you can
stay warm.
And then with the Summer League coming up, it's G League guys trying to prove themselves in the Summer League that will take your spot.
Exactly.
It's
already been on that grind to make that roster.
Yeah. And then if the coach don't rock with you and you're not learning the Summer League fast enough, you might not get no business. A mine is up for a man from Northern State, Chris Brinkston, jump high, 6'9" center. He playing overseas now, but like he just couldn't get the minutes. When he did get the minutes, he had like 5 boards, couple of blocks and stuff. But if the coach in the Summer League ain't rocking, basketball is one of the few sports where coaching can F you over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You can have one coach that lets you do this, but your skill set is this, but they want you to do this. That's why the guys that can adapt, I think Amon Shumpert talked about it. If you forget, Amon Shumpert came out of Georgia Tech, could score. He was a guard, could really score. He averaged like 19, 20 out of Georgia Tech. He could really hoop. And before New York got Melo and all them, he was scoring with JR and them. Well, not with JR, but with other cats, the younger cats, right? They turned him into a 3-and-D guy. But sometimes in the NBA and basketball, if you can't adapt, look at Pat Bev. Pat Bev was balling in college and high school. Defensive guy.
Yeah.
Like, you have to adapt to stay in the league. And the jokers that can't adapt can stay, and the jokers that can't. You can be a scorer, come out of college, but now you're going to be a defender. But I think the Bronny is going to be that 3-and-D.
Oh, for sure.
Guard guys bigger than him sometimes. You know.
Yeah.
If he have a career like Pat Bev, I think he did a damn good job. Like, if he could have, like, a career with maybe he could average, like, 10 or 12 a game, maybe, but play good defense, I think that's just going to be his calling card. Now, his younger brother, he's going to be almost 6, 7 foot tall, about 6'8", 6'9", probably. He might be the more superstar, but it's hard to make an NBA roster, man. Hard to make an NBA roster.
Yeah, it's no, again, at least give him a shot at it. He tried, he washes out, goes G League, goes overseas to play, whatever his path is.
On the roster long as he's dead.
Yeah, and that could very well be the case. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure LeBron understands the nature of the business and what's doable and what's not. So if that is like he keeps him on the roster for just because of his clout in the league, then hey, that's cool. But look, that's what I was able to do for you. Shit, I'm about there. How many years LeBron been in the league? About 20.
He just finished his 21st.
20.
Yeah.
Bro, I done gave this league 20 plus years of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, it better count for something.
But
You know
speaking
what
of
I'm saying?
LeBron, though, when is he just gonna be one of the first guys to dip just because he done did it all he ready to dip?
I think so.
Because it's like he not like last year. He still can hoop. Like Jordan left with the Wizards, he struggled to get that 20 points a game.
You're right.
Other guys I seen struggle. Tim Duncan was kind of struggling, but Tim Duncan was like kind of the last person kind of left because it was kind of. But Tim was still giving people buckets.
Mm-hmm.
But LeBron is still giving cats 25 a game, 8 assists, 8 rebounds. I know because my parlay say so.
And he made All NBA third team after
Like,
21 seasons.
He even had what a decline at where he just be on the bench. I mean, be on the team making like 17, 18 points a game.
I don't see it.
Now LeBron still is like up there, like active players. He's still top 5.
Yeah, he's still one of the top players.
Like, so when does LeBron say,
hang it up because I want to?
Yeah, barring injury, he's gonna hang it up like Kobe did, like on his terms.
yeah? But Kobe was kind of on the decline. After that, Kobe was still like,
after that Achilles injury.
yeah. The Kobe won them late championships. They had an Achilles injury.
Yeah.
And Kobe wasn't to the same. LeBron still got lift.
He
He
do.
can still yam on jokers.
Yeah.
Like,
The only thing he's declining in, he doesn't impact the game the way he did on those Cleveland and Miami teams. So he'll still score 28, 7, and 8, but that 28, 7, and 8 is not going to always guarantee
is that him?
like it used to.
Is that him? Or was the player that he was around when he had that 28-7, that 7 came in meaningful moments? Because he be passing the ball to wide open jokers, just can't shoot.
Right.
So is that his fault or the player's fault?
I mean, it's personnel.
If I'm dishing it out to D-Lo on the corner, you wide open, and you ain't knocking it down.
Yeah.
It's a little bit different than Mario Chalmers.
You know, you don't know the role. Only person I know that I can have my IQ with is
knocking that
is-
three or
it's Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
you know, I just still think LeBron, if you get LeBron to the second round of the playoffs, he can carry you to the championship still. He can still do it himself. He can still carry you to the championship.
He'll still have those games where he'll turn into vintage LeBron.
Yeah.
He just can't do it for a full season no more.
But I'm just like, yo, I'm not like, where's the decline at? Like,
Yeah.
you still getting young dudes 25 a game.
Yeah.
And playing, like, did he play 70 games?
Yeah, play in 40 minutes a game at that, or like 37 or 40.
Like, he's still, like, when is it going to stop?
Yeah.
Because Jordan, and I love Jordan, but the Wizards, he struggled to get that 20 points a game. He had scored like 40 the last game or something like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Jordan was still balling. He was still good, but you saw he wasn't MJ of.
yeah, nah.
LeBron, he got bounced still. LeBron still blocking Jordan's shot off the top of the backboard still.
Yeah. I think he'll retire. He'll do 23 seasons, I think, and then retire. He's eligible for a 3-year, $160 million max this season.
I'm saying. I think LeBron gonna be one of the few jokers to get retired. It's like, yo, I'm good, bro.
Yeah.
I can still hoop. I can still don't trip. I'll still give you 30.
It'd be good.
Yeah, finish out like his entirety of his contract.
But back to nepotism, he wants to get a team Vegas. So I can see LeBron not being on the Lakers, and he said, I got a spot
Bryce to Vegas?
I got a spot for you on Vegas. So
An expansion team?
they don't have an expansion team. They're trying to get an
team.
NBA team in Vegas.
I think the thing that's really holding it up, and this ain't I know I ain't breaking no news. They're trying to convince another team to get something. So I think they're gonna try to get Seattle a team again at Vegas and put Minnesota and Memphis in the East to make it match up. Because really, Minnesota and Memphis don't need to be in the West. I mean, because like Minneapolis ain't nowhere from Chicago, and Memphis is Tennessee.
Right damn there.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or they might bring New Orleans to the East. Either one. But they're trying to get an owner for Seattle. I think they got Vegas. It only makes sense for the NBA to come to Vegas. Everybody else is there. Everybody else making money.
Every other franchise is already stationed there in Vegas. God.
Yeah. So, that could be a thing. I can see Bryce being drafted on his first pick.
I'm saying.
And then Bronny on the expansion drive.
Let nepotism work for you. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Speaking of free agency and you got something else?
Go ahead.
Speaking of free agency contract, man, the NBA is out here throwing this money, bro. Throwing money everywhere, bro. Well, Scotty Barnes got what, 212?
212.
Siakam got 250.
Siakam, he got close. I got to look at it.
With the Pacers?
He's staying with the
Emmanuel quickly got 175 to stay with the Raptors.
5 year, 175. Yeah.
Who else got paid?
They keeping on from baseball.
Toppin got 80.
Yeah.
His ass. But that's 80. Anunoby got 212, right? 215.
215.
Yeah, and Anunoby got 215. I think everybody's saying overpaid for Anunoby. I think what Anunoby brings to that squad or brings to your team, that's worth max player money. Like, he gonna score, he gonna rebound, he gonna play he can guard your best player. Like, you gotta pay for that in this league. You gotta pay for that. It ain't all about scoring. Like, Anunoby's gonna guard your best wing player or your guard.
Mm-hmm.
He can play small ball 5.
Right.
You know, he gonna rebound. He'll average about 18 to 20 points a game. And he gonna play defense. And he gonna play hard every night. I'm not mad at them signing him for that. Because if you lose Randall, I'm okay with having Anunoby and Brunson.
Yeah.
He's a good utility player, plug and play.
Yeah, like who else? Got signed? But they throwing money around, bro. They throwing big money around. You know, Paul George opted out, right?
He declined.
Klay Thompson opted out.
What's Klay's situation looking like? Because I know.
I think Klay will go to the Lakers. I think he'll take a cut to go to the Lakers.
That's what I think so. That or Dallas.
Yeah, I think Paul will come to the East. He done did his thing. He came home.
They said
I think DeMar
Orlando, and of course the Sixers are favorites at this point.
If Paul wants to leave LA, then I think he goes to the East. But Paul is a Fresno, well, not a Fresno, but he's an LA cat, right? He's from Los Angeles. Wow, he's from Cali.
Yeah, I think from the Valley.
Now DeMar is a free agent, and I think I would see DeMar coming home. That's an LA dude.
Yeah, through.
Right.
They not like us, you know what I'm saying?
Just you walking on stage.
Fresh off the Kid Pop-Up Festival.
You know,
he gonna wear the Clippers?
He hasn't put his destinations out.
I think he's gonna wait to see what Paul do. If Paul leave the Clippers, I think he goes to the Clippers. I think Paul go to Golden State.
Nah, not Chris Paul. Paul George, he turned it down. He's going to go to either Sixers, Orlando, or I think it's Dallas is the third.
Kyrie, Paul, and Luka?
Yeah, they need.
It's a scary sight.
Yeah.
It's a scary sight, dog.
I like that.
PJ at the 4?
Yeah, I like that center they got,
and Gafford at the 5 for Lockley?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's some squads, but like, that's the Knicks one, though. The Knicks getting Mikal Bridges, they gave up them picks. When everybody gave up the picks, they had a lot of picks, y'all. Y'all forget the Knicks had a ton of picks. They had time to let go some of these picks.
Right.
So, let's just say the starting lineup, right? Let me just say it's talking about the thing. You got Brunson at the 1. Then you put Mikal at the 2. Anunoby at the 3. Randall at the 4. Thomas Mitchell at the 5, right? Or Mitchell Robinson, whatever his name is, right? Hart, DiVincenzo coming off the bench.
Yeah.
If they can keep McBride, he'll come off the bench. And Hartstein, if they can sign him, they probably lose him, though. Because he's going to want a lot of money because he's a 7-footer. They pay someone in this league.
So Josh Hart?
Did Josh Hart come off the bench?
Okay.
DiVincenzo come off the bench.
So now, where does that put them in the East?
After Boston, I'd say probably third. Boston, Sixers, and then Knicks.
Sixers, as they're currently constructed, the Sixers?
Embiid and Maxey healthy, yeah. But then
they need somebody else, boy.
I put Boston Knicks, but if Embiid and them fuck around and get Paul George, then I'll put them back over the Knicks. I don't think Maxey and Embiid got enough. Embiid's a dog. If Embiid's a help, he's gonna win. He's gonna win play MVP. And probably average the scoring title. Probably average like 40 points a game.
Yeah.
He was going off before he got hurt.
Yeah. That's been the hit.
Milwaukee, I don't think. See, the Milwaukee makes me nervous because I don't know what that. If they can get that Dame Giannis healthy and working, that's a scary sight, dog. With Chris, with Bobby Porter still there, Brooks still there. That's a scary team. The East is getting scary. Indiana, I don't believe in. People say I'm crazy. I don't believe in Indiana.
Yeah, son.
I believe in Orlando more than I believe in Indiana.
Not after the showing Halliburton had this past post.
I don't believe in Halliburton, but
I think Indiana benefited off injuries from key
and
players.
they benefited off Carlisle. What's the coach name? Not for Indiana.
Oh, Rick Carlisle.
Rick Carlisle. I think he's a great offensive mind, and he knows how to get people open shots.
Oh yeah.
Like, I don't think they like that. I think Orlando has a better talent-wise team, and I think Cleveland could be better if Donovan Mitchell played with the system, but you know, that's Donovan Mitchell.
Right.
You know. I don't know. I put Bucks. I mean, not Bucks. I put Boston, Knicks, Sixers, Bucks.
I'm not mad at that.
Cause that Knicks team, that's a great matchup with Boston too. If the Knicks and Boston play in the Eastern Conference, they wanted to meet the conference finals. They can play small ball, or they can go big. They can. That's a good match because you can put what Randall at the 5, Anunoby at the 4, Bridges at the 3, DiVincenzo Hart at the 2, and Brunson at the 1.
I'm about to say
against Tatum and them.
And I'm about to add just there, if we stop it right there. So a lot of the knock that's coming off this latest championship with the Celtics is that they had an easy road to the chip.
Oh, man, even if the moves were helping.
An easy road to the chip. What about the moves that we just mentioned changes that from not being an easy road to the chip?
Because now the Knicks got 2. And if you add Josh Hart in there and a lot of, you got 3 legit two-way players. Anunoby can guard Tatum.
Yeah, I think.
And then Bridges can guard Brown. And then Randall don't have to guard the best player. Randall tall enough to stick with Porzingis or Al Horford.
Yeah.
And then Drew. And then now
Brunson on liability.
Brunson on liability, but then Brunson. So then you can switch out DiVincenzo and Hart to help Brunson with the scoring. But DiVincenzo, when he score, he's instant offense off the bench.
Yeah. What does that take from like Drew Holiday from being off of Brunson? You know what I'm saying? That like Boston will still be Boston.
But I put DiVincenzo out there. Then people act like Mikal Bridges. He averaged 20 at the Nets, so he can put up buckets, and then Anunoby can put up buckets. So like it's kind of like they made themselves better defensively, and now they got more scores. Like Brunson's still gonna be a man. Brunson gonna give you the 30. Randall, when healthy, is gonna give you the 25 to 20 and give you some boards. Now you got 2 other people that this will give you 15 apiece. With DiVincenzo give you 10 or 12 off the bench. Now you sticking with Boston. Now you hanging with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
With a defensive presence coming off the bench.
Milwaukee might be a bad matchup because Milwaukee's tall. And I don't know who guards Giannis. And Anunoby can try to like slow Giannis down, but that'd be rough.
Yeah, you can't slow him down.
And because I think Bridges can do an okay job on Dame, but Giannis would be a problem for them. And when I say do an okay job, it's relative. You know, they're going to get their buckets. But.
Yeah.
You stop Giannis, you stop the team. But I think I agree with your list now. I think you said Boston, Knicks, Sixers, and Bucks.
Yeah.
I think that's an accurate list.
And the Sixers go up. Now, the Sixers, if they get a true talent and then some good vets, Sixers can be up there. Like, I think the Sixers give Boston headaches. Because if Embiid is healthy in the playoffs, there's no player in the East, there's no player in the league that can check Embiid. Nobody. When he's healthy and great, he'll put 60 on anybody. That's all he did the Joker.
I'm about to say.
Put 50 and 12 on him.
Yeah.
Like, Embiid is the X factor. If he's healthy, it's hard to count the Sixers out. Because Embiid is just a walking bucket, bro. Like, he can overpower you. He can shoot.
They just need a third option. Take the pressure off Joel Embiid, keep him healthy. And then, like, that's why we said Paul George would be good for the Sixers. Maxey and Paul could carry, like, the regular season and have Embiid do his thing in the playoffs.
Yeah. Just keep it. Somebody just
get rid of Tobias Harris.
Yeah, that third person that can just
how many points he have in the he had 2?
I think he had 2 points.
Yeah, over that.
He was trying.
But just somebody that can keep Maxey from getting in his own way, trying to feel like he has to be Superman in some, especially in certain games during that series.
I think this should help Maxey though. Sometimes you got the NBA is a league that I'm learning from like watching it and listening to older vets talk. Sometimes you gotta like prove it to yourself that you're that good.
Yeah.
That's why I told y'all when Shea went to the playoffs last year, I knew he was coming back this year with a vengeance.
Yeah.
Because he got his work off in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm nice. I like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Anthony Edwards got his work off.
Yeah.
Came back like, These are the best guys?
Right.
What you got? I like that.
Yeah, you saw he did Kevin Durant.
Oh man,
Yeah.
love that. I love that moment for him.
Yeah.
Love that moment for him.
But that was a good one. But at the East, it's interesting. Then when the Knicks are good, I'm not even a Knicks fan. I don't want y'all to say like I'm a Knicks. Like when the Garden is rocking, bro, like
it's must-see TV, man.
TV.
I can't even hate on that as a Laker fan.
It's like no matter where they go, like whether they going to like Wells Fargo in Philly, they're going up to
they
Boston.
took over Wells Fargo.
You know
That was crazy.
Their fans travel.
Indiana, like it don't matter. Nothing really matches that energy, that intensity. You can kind of, it's powerful. You can feel it off the screen, bro. So when the Knicks is good and Boston is good, we just need LA to be good. You know what I'm saying? And we back to good TV, good basketball.
Speaking of LA though, we got a little. We ain't had the free agency yet, but let's go ahead. Let's construct it with the East. That Western Conference, I can't put in the order because there's so many teams. Because everybody forget that John Morant coming back next year, healthy with Jan Jack. Memphis is gonna be better.
Desmond Bain.
They're gonna be right. OKC is like that. Minnesota gonna be like that. And Denver's gonna have them like that.
Yeah.
And you got Denver, New Orleans just signed DeJounte Murray. That's crazy for him though, because the girl he dating situation. Hope that man.
Yeah,
God bless.
That's gonna be different.
Peace. That's peace.
But New Orleans with Zion, I was a Zion hater. I thought Zion let him go, but when he was healthy, he's different. Like that playing game that he was playing at the Lakers.
Yeah, before he got hurt,
they couldn't do nothing with him. Like the way he just dribble, get out my way.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's the Zion we expected when he came out of college.
Yeah.
That's Zion.
Powerful, man.
He's unguardable when he's like healthy and like.
Yeah.
That's why I put New Orleans in there. If Zion is healthy with an Ingram, with a McCollum.
Now DeJounte.
DeJounte a walking bucket.
Yeah.
And they got rid of Valanciunas. That's cool. They got the young boy, the center. New Orleans is there. You said Denver. That's what 6 teams already. Only 10. Dallas.
They come
out.
You got Dallas there. Don't know what that 7'5" man gonna look like next year.
Zach Edey. Oh,
it's the Wemby.
Wemby.
I don't know what with Chris Paul. You don't know what that's gonna look like next year.
Yeah.
The Clippers, the Lakers. Like it's like I would say it like this, bro.
I can't rank them.
I really personally think if Dallas don't get another superstar, they could be in the playing game and maybe out in the playoffs next year. I don't think Luka and Kyrie gonna be enough.
Yeah, I agree.
I think OKC is probably going, and the Kings ain't no slouch neither.
They can come back.
I still think OKC is going to be one of the top 3 teams. I think Denver's going to be. I think the top 3 is going to be OKC, Denver, Minnesota.
Yeah.
I think they're going to be the rotating top 3. Everybody from 4 to 10. I don't know.
God bless.
That's what it was this season. So I think they'll run it back next season. It'll be the same 3, like you said.
But if Dallas don't get nobody else, I don't see it. With the other teams got better, and Dallas don't really get another star to help them. They don't get Paul George, get another star to help them. You think Kyrie and Luka can get you to they might get to the playing game.
Yeah, I think this season was just a magical run for them, but I can't see it being duplicated. I think them, and I think Phoenix is going to just plummet too. I think Devin Booker and Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal.
That's going to explode on themselves.
See, but they kind of locked in hell with those deals, right? Like they
ain't got no match up.
Bradley Beal like one of the worst contracts.
They didn't need to get no guard. They need to get a point guard. They need a point guard, a true point guard that can look for his own shot, but also it'd be like a Mike Conley. Somebody get jokers in their right spot, play defense. Devin Booker's coming down. He can pass, but he's coming down to score.
Yeah. You never get a Wizards player.
And Bradley Beal.
Same. If I can't go back to DC,
West is over.
If I can't go back to DC, man, it's fine, man. But John Wall, Bradley Beal, Jordan Poole. Anyway, keep going.
It's bad.
See.
But the Suns, I see it. Kevin Durant gonna win out. He gonna win out.
You have to do something because.
Well, that Bradley Beal contract is crazy because he's signed the
that's what I'm saying. They locked in hell with a lot of them deals. So it's like, what you gonna do?
Speaking of the Supermax, Jalen Brunson's contract. Now you playing with your boys. All these your boys, man. You know what I'm saying? With the Villanova, Philly won a championship. We in here, right?
That's cool.
He can sign this year 4 years, $130 million. Or he can opt out after this year. After this year, he can opt out, and then he can sign in the next offseason for the Supermax. He can get, if he makes an All-Pro, All NBA, he'll get $310 million.
Mm-hmm.
Or at minimum, I think he get like 250 or 270, right?
Mm-hmm.
For 5 years with a player option. You can win a championship, save some money for the team. Maybe keep Hartstein. You know, you got your boys with you. You in New York. You the man of New York. You know what I'm saying? We all together on the team. We boys, right? We brothers. Taking that pay cut? You taking that 4 year 130?
Hey, brother. You better save your tokens. Because you are out of here come next year. Hartstein, you are gone, big dog. I'm sorry. Nah,
You know what I'm saying? What's between 130 and 270?
It's a good piece of change, bro. That's
You got your brothers with you. You got your own podcast with your man Hart.
Hey, we can Zoom and do a podcast.
I was about to say, like,
yeah, I can fly out. You know, on the week.
You take your ass to Brooklyn, did you? You know what I'm saying? But nah, I ain't brother, ain't nothing stopping this money train. We only got one shot at this stuff, more times than not.
So what they had to like break up a team because you wanted 310.
Hey, they didn't break up my check neither. So. I'm sorry we had to break the gang up, but they didn't break my check up. So, I think I just heard somebody say, I forgot who it was, but after a certain while, like, well, first thing is just getting the chip. So, yeah, if you want to do the whole opt-out thing, that's cool. First thing is just getting the chip. You get the chip, after that, you just playing for legacy. That's when the camaraderie and playing with my boys and da-da-da. But get the chip first. Get the chip first. Whatever deal's on the table, get the chip. That's what I say.
Man, you get 130.
I don't know. I'm about the bread first. So if I'm Jalen, I'm trying to get the max, and then I'm trying to be competitive after that. Once I get my bread, because this is going to be his one chance to get this biggest contract.
Yeah.
After he gets that money, now it's like, okay, now I got to get the ring. He's going to try to get the ring every year with the big contract. But the focus is get as much money as you can up front while you're in your prime. And then,
I'll get rid of my man.
Hey, man. I'll see you in the summertime. We go to
Cabo. We always boys.
We always going to be boys.
Come on, man.
Right.
We always dogs.
But I like it. My family lives here. We always our kids up in the same school.
Hey, man.
That's peace.
That's peace.
You got to grow up.
I didn't say this. Any of these guys got kids? I don't know.
Yeah, I think Josh and them got kids.
Yeah.
And Mikhail.
Mikhail got kids.
I mean, it was probably secret, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro. I ain't lying.
I'm about to say, I ain't going to sit here and dictate the lifestyle of, folks that's
I'm going to take all the money.
up.
I'm taking everything they can give me.
Yeah, brother.
We can be friends after.
You know what I'm saying? And you ain't my dog if we really being real and we not potted. You ain't my dog if you telling me to turn down 370.
That's crazy.
Right.
You ain't my dog. Like,
only basketball they're taking less money. In football, they don't give a damn.
Oh, hell, bro. I don't care about that.
Yeah, man, you can sign this 4 year, 120. We got to get rid of your partner over there as strong safety. Or you can sign for $30 million less and keep your man there. I don't really like that, nigga.
Right. We can rebuild the defense.
That'd be
That's how you end up as an Eagles fan. That's how you end up with somebody like Quentin Dips playing next to Brian Dawkins. Like, what happened to Michael Lewis? That dude was going all pro. Like, he was going to the Pro Bowl like twice when Brian was there. Next to like Quentin Dips next season. Like, what the hell? Who the hell?
Dude had to go, man. But couple other things that I had. Y'all got anything I want to talk about? Anything on
I just want to see what free agency kicked off. You know what I'm saying? See what the Wizards do. So yeah,
my hold your breath, bro.
Wow. Yeah, y'all should rep. You know what I'm saying? What the Hornets doing? Any hope for what they gonna do?
I have no hope for the Hornets.
Okay, that's Anthony.
Them tickets is cheap too. You probably $55. You can walk to the.
I can go take $60 to the Hornets game, sit on the floor, and still have $20 left.
Exactly.
Get you a beer.
Probably take a nap in there. Ain't nobody will be around you.
Lay straight down, real comfortable.
All right, if we don't have our host for our teams, what's some key top free agents out there that we gonna see change teams with some dream destinations? What about that?
DeMar to the Clippers or the Lakers.
DeMar back in LA.
Yeah, I want DeMar to Clay.
Yeah, before they signed Chris Paul to the Spurs, I thought Trae Young was gonna go to the Spurs. I thought that trade was gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see Wemby and Trae Young together. Clay to the Lakers. I think that's gonna happen.
Yeah,
that's gonna happen.
LeBron needs shooters, and Clay, arguably one of the top 5 shooters ever.
Played there. It's just.
It seems like it's a fitting.
Fitting in, right? Because he close to the end.
Yeah.
Draymond still there?
He's still there. He just signed a contract last year.
That's peace.
Hey man, you got some pot hate?
That's
a rival. That's a rival pod. Talk about it.
That man be on the pod talking crap about me real quick.
Yeah.
But
so
who's an IDK? I don't know, bro. It's like all the big names are kind of locked in. It's some big names, but as superstars.
Yeah, Clay and Paul George headlined free agency this summer.
Yeah. I already said DeMar to LA, somewhere in LA. Yeah, I think that's happening. The way he was on that stage.
Yeah.
DeMar coming down.
Yeah.
You don't crip walk that hard. I come back home.
But then you got to deal with back home.
He older now.
Slide distract. James Harden just signed back with the Clippers, so that's another one.
James is never leaving the West Coast again.
Yeah.
James is never leaving LA.
He hated it over here, bro.
Yeah.
He left Houston?
After Houston, he hated it. It was nothing on the East for us, bro.
Yeah. You never heard about nothing in Philadelphia when he never popped out with the Sixers?
Ever, bro.
So,
ever. But same thing, Clay to LA. Any dream trade scenarios we could think of?
I wanted DeJounte to go to the Lakers, but that's not happening.
That's not happening with New Orleans. But then what are they going to do with CJ? Maybe CJ goes to the Lakers. That'd be a good pickup. He can point guard, too.
Yeah, because, D'Angelo's going to be out, so we need
McCollum to the Lakers?
Yeah, CJ McCollum. And now at this point in his career, he's a point guard.
Yeah.
That'd be a good pickup for them. I just don't see the Lakers being good. I'm sorry. I see y'all maybe making a play-in, but
I don't know. I would say this year would have to be probably the final push. I think after this year, LeBron's just playing for just to enjoy the ride with his son and the team. But this is the last year I feel like the Lakers can be competitive. But AD got to step up.
What you mean? AD was balling this year.
He was playing the most games he's played in what?
And was killing cats.
New Orleans, and he was killing.
In the Denver game.
In the playoffs.
He was killing them. Joker could not guard him either.
Hey, Joker had triple doubles against him.
And KD had 40 and 12.
It's not enough. How many records you want to break? More records. I'm saying.
My man had 40 and 12.
I'm the best. You're welcome. All right. What about your boy Zach LaVine? Any action, or he gonna be in Chicago for the rest of his life?
Chicago needs somebody to sell tickets.
I think you heard his trade value. I think he's been injured, and right before he got injured, he wasn't playing well. So no one really knows if Zach LaVine's a impact player on the winning team, or he just put a great stats on a bad team. So we'll see on that. But Caruso to the Thunder.
I like that.
Or Josh Giddey.
I got him a vet. I like Caruso. They give him a vet out
there.
You
don't run with Giddey?
I ain't saying I don't, but I think Caruso is Giddey kind of can do the same things, and I think Caruso they need vets on that. Yeah, that team is young.
Young as hell.
They need about 2 more vets, and Caruso's a vet that can still play.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
He's still young, probably 30.
Yeah, they need a vet that can. Oh, she wants something else, but Switching over, you know what I'm saying, from basketball, Hard Knocks just announced the Giants. Hey, Danny Dimes. You know what I'm saying? Got Hard Knocks. How you feel about that?
Shit show.
Yeah, good, bro.
Hey, bro. Well, yeah, it's rival hate, but outside of that, bro, I mean, who we watching for? So, on defense, the Giants just lost hella pieces, bro. That I just can't see them bouncing back from.
Who?
Xavier McKinney, Saquon Barkley.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Can we talk about the Saquon a little bit?
You want to talk about Saquon?
Was that a big loss for him?
Hell yeah.
I don't think it was a big game for y'all.
He's not going to be a 1,000-yard receiver on the Eagles.
How's that hate?
That's hate.
How's that hate?
You don't think so where you got Saquon at? Is Saquon the top 5 running back for you in the league right now?
Mm-hmm. DeAndre Swift and Saquon do the same thing for y'all.
All right, okay, hold on. Stay right there. So Saquon and what we just said, DeAndre Swift, if they do the same thing, who's the better out of the two?
They're the same thing.
No, who's better out of the two?
Nobody, because they're the same.
If they do the same thing, if they're gonna do the same thing in the offense, who's better out of the two? As he say it, just say it. Stop.
I'm trying to intimidate me.
Yeah. Johnny had 5 out.
Saquon is a little bit more athletic.
Thank you, Jesus. Boy, like pulling blood from a stone.
I think they put up the same yards. I think maybe y'all Saquon yards.
How many times does Saquon win 4,000 in New York?
I don't know. I don't keep up Saquon like that. He's usually hurt.
Gerard, you mind checking that for me real quick?
I got you.
So
how many yards did DeAndre Swift have?
One, they're not
3 times.
3 times?
How long you been in the league?
So it's 2018.
Was that 6, 7? You going into the 7th season? 6, 7 season? Mind you doing that. Giants offensive line. That's just doo-doo.
1,000 ain't nothing though nowadays.
1,000 piece? Yeah. How often do people go over 1,500? Not that often.
Bro, look, what was the top leading rushers last year?
Last year, let's see.
1,500.
1,200 is the minimum now.
Let me check that.
He really got 2 years because 2019 he got 1,003. He barely got 1,000.
That's barely.
Barely. Yeah, about 3.
How often do they get 15? I don't even know how many running backs go over 1,500 anymore.
Ezekiel Elliott did when he.
Jokers is running, dog.
That's what I'm saying. I remember
how many yards Swift had last year?
Swift had 1,000 piece.
So if he comes to the same amount of things that Swift did
in a stale Sirianni offense too. So keep that in mind. So now we're bringing in Kellen Moore.
You are too hype on Kellen Moore,
bro.
You are too hype on Kellen Moore.
Why you think Austin Eckler was asking for money? Why you think Tony Pollard was out here asking for money? No, what I'm saying is, bro, running backs get paid coming from his
You got it?
A full list. I just looked at the little thing right here, but Christian McCaffrey led it.
Christian McCaffrey, 1459. Derrick Henry with 1167.
I don't know that many people that go over 1,500.
Carry Williams. James Cook had more yards.
That's the offense.
DeAndre Swift was 1, 2, 3, 4. He was 5th in rushing last year.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Saquon.
Not bad.
That's what I'm saying. And you get a reception.
Saquon ran for 962.
Damn near 1,000 piece again.
He ran for less yards.
And you got a better green team. And
Rashad White, Breece Hall, Tony Pollard, Travis Etienne, Raheem Moore, Monster. He split carries.
Yeah.
David Montgomery.
Split carries.
Joe Mixon.
Trash.
And Najee had over 1,000 yards.
Trash.
How's it trash? How they trash? James Conner had more yards than him. He ain't had a quarterback.
Oh, Cardinals?
Yeah, you just said it. They had no quarterback. How else was it going?
Jahmyr Gibbs. And we talked about how the Lions did him. He didn't really start playing about week 10, week 9.
Yeah.
But
he had 20 less yards than Saquon Barkley.
This is telling me that the Giants are bad. This ain't telling me nothing about Saquon. The Giants are a bad team.
What about Najee O-line? Were they good?
Was Najee O-line good?
Yeah, but the Steelers,
they had like 2 Pro Bowlers on their offensive line.
Steelers O-line was okay. He had over 1,000 yards.
He had 2
and you
Pro
call
Bowlers.
Najee trash.
I don't like Najee.
You call Joe Mixon trash.
Joe Mixon is trash.
He had more yards than Saquon. So what's the name Saquon?
They had better teams. The Giants were not a good team. Why is this hard to understand?
Jameer Gibbs played in week 10 and almost had just as many yards as him.
When you say play, you mean he wasn't getting heavy touches behind the
Till week 10.
He wasn't getting heavy carries.
Yeah.
Because he was playing and he was getting receptions.
The whole thing with Dan, why Dan Campbell ain't playing Jameer Gibbs?
Is he corny?
Yo, Saquon is trash, bro. I said it. There it is.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Word the mother.
And get his head off this episode.
You know what I'm saying? Word the mother, yo.
Let's talk about something real.
You know what I'm saying? He's not that good.
Back to the Giants.
They not like us. You know what I'm
Back
saying?
to the Giants.
You know why? Because Chuba Hubbard was only 5 more, and only was like 60 yards less than Saquon. Chuba for the Panthers. And we fired our coach. We was trash. Still are trash. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm done. And another thing. I'm just joking.
But who's the marketable player on the Giants now? Besides
Malik
Malik
Neighbors.
But he's a rookie. That's my point.
And then he
And you got
got, bro.
Jalen Hyatt. Who else? Darren Waller just retired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think dropped
Kelsey Bloom got his ass in a blender. You know what I'm saying?
that this track in land.
Who said that shit was nice?
Had a time to heal.
Like, bro, what are we saying?
Yo, he dropped a diss track on his ex. Yo, that's crazy.
He got to give the Giants back his money.
What are we doing? Exactly.
Robbed.
All right, bro, who are we sticking around for if
Danny
we
Dimes.
I guess you got Bobby Okereke on as a linebacker. I rock with him. Kayvon Thibodeau, rock with him. They're bringing your boy Brian Burns from the Panthers. Rock with him.
No one bothered me.
You still got your boy Dexter Lawrence at D tackle.
Sexy Dexy.
You know what I'm saying? But outside of the front 7, freaky ass stay at the side. But outside of that front 7, which could move the needle, I'm not hating there. Who we tuning in for?
What made y'all better?
Who's selling the seats?
This is why my Eagles hate Cam.
It is.
Yeah, what made y'all better?
Sirianni not at the helm.
Okay, Kellen Moore that great.
He's not Sirianni.
Okay, well, what's Kellen
He's
Moore?
not Sirianni, and
So then why'd you fire Sirianni?
well, he's not fired. He's still the head coach.
If he's not Sirianni, why don't fire him?
No, Sirianni. Be clear. Sirianni's only there because they told him, "Hey, either you getting the fuck out, or you got to give up the controls. Like you can't touch nothing. You are hand clapping coach."
Why is he there?
Because for consistency, and he took us to a Super Bowl.
So Peterson won one.
Hey, they're not like us. That's peace.
I don't think I got that much better, bro.
I think so.
The NFC East is gonna be one of the weaker divisions. That's why y'all gonna look good.
You can't say weaker division when the NFC South exists.
Okay, no, whoa.
Division
So what's nice
when
about
the AFC?
who's nice in y'all division? Who's nice in y'all division?
Cowboys.
The Cowboys?
Cowboys.
The Cowboys?
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck is he talking about? The playoffs. They were just in the playoffs.
And they got smacked.
What you say?
Cowboys.
Team.
What did the Cowboys do at the end of this offseason to get better?
Nothing.
Thank you. What did the Commanders do to get better?
Got Jaden Daniels and they got
a rookie. Good. So what does the
So they got
Giants do to get better?
The Giants, Malik Neighbors, a rookie.
So y'all are gonna be the best of the worst.
Us and the Cowboys will still be good.
They're gonna be the
Just
best.
because you don't add players.
Look at
You know
the
what I'm saying?
South. The
It's
Bucs
addition
is
by-
nice. We got Kirk in
addi-
Atlanta.
It's addition by subtraction.
I'm just saying, bro. The NFC East ain't like that. They're gonna get the pub and everything like that, but I don't think it's that great.
Bruh, you can't say that when the AFC South still exists.
You talk that Tennessee did great moves
AFC South still exists.
with Indianapolis
AFC South
and the
still
Texans
exists. The NFC South still
and the
exists.
Jags. How's the NFC South versus the NFC East?
And stop it.
So Atlanta not better than the Giants?
The Giants can beat Atlanta. Stop it.
You know, man, every Monday catches at 5 p.m.
What?
on IDK Sports.
Who can't
On
beat the
any,
Bucks?
on any.
Who can't
beat the
Who
Bucks?
can't beat the Bucks?
The Commanders, nor the Giants, and the Cowboys
can
on
beat
a
the
good
Bucks.
day will lose to the Bucks.
Stop it, man. Saints, Falcons. The only comp y'all got in that division is the Bucks.
And the Falcons gonna be nicer with Kirk.
All right.
Kirk coming off an ACL injury though.
And then they got.
Yeah.
He a fan. He a fan.
That's when they got Michael Penix Jr.
You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
Y'all look that hot down the stretch, neither. Y'all couldn't tackle nobody.
So again,
What? How did y'all get on defense?
AFC South, you got Jags, Titans, Colts,
Jags, Titans,
Colts, Texans.
All good teams.
Texans is the lead dog in that stable.
Nah, they are, but not
Texans is the lead dog in that stable.
Texans, Jags, Colts, Titans.
You want to go to war with the Colts? You want to go to war with the Jags? You want to go to war with the Titans? And you hate Will Levis.
I don't hate strong words.
Stop trying to make a point. You know what I'm saying?
I thought they put mayonnaise in his coffee.
Man, okay.
Man, I don't hate that man, but then he got a deal off of it, so it ain't that bad. The bag is
And you don't even like the Calvin Ridley deal.
no, that deal is trash.
Okay.
That deal is trash.
All right. All I'm saying is the NFC East isn't the
Who y'all
worst.
comp this year? Who y'all play this year? What division y'all play this year?
Ooh, good question. Oh, I know. AFC North. That's the AFC matchup. The NFC matchup is the NFC matchup.
Who y'all beat out the AFC North?
I think it's the NFC North is the NFC matchup because we play the Packers out the game. Play the Packers out the game.
So out the AFC North, who y'all beat?
Steelers. Steelers.
With that defense?
Yes.
Okay, that's peace.
Steelers.
You're gonna be fans today. That's okay. Who else? The Bengals?
I wasn't about to say them. I wouldn't even sleep on the Browns, honestly.
You gonna be the Ravens?
Nope. So, actually, hold on. You got me twisted. Steelers and Bengals.
With Joe Burrow?
Yes. You got to play defense, too,
No,
Ed.
you don't when you got Joe Burrow.
Bro, stop.
Who y'all beat that? Who y'all beat that AFC North? Not Jordan Love.
Why not? Bro, he's not Superman. He had a good playoff performance. And mind you, this is coming from somebody that betted on Jordan Love last season.
He's going kind of long on the pop. Who a better quarterback?
Yeah.
Jordan Love or Jalen Hurts?
Who would I have right now?
If you need a quarterback, who you drafting? Jordan Love or Jalen Hurts? Don't be no fan either.
If I'm drafting, meaning coming out of college,
No, who?
Jalen Hurts.
He said he moving to goalpost.
I would say Jordan Love.
Who the quarterback you want right now?
You want right now. Just say that. Just say that. Jordan Love is hot right now.
Exactly.
He's
So
hot.
that game. And Detroit is going to run the ball down our throat because I can't tackle.
You basing this off last year.
Y'all got a good Eagles has a good schedule.
And the Lions secondaries got worse.
But you got to stop them from running the ball, though.
They got to stop us from throwing the ball.
All you got to do is throw it.
The Vikings next.
What's our routes?
The only team that's going to be questionable in there is going to be the Packers. Lions, smacked. Bears, smacked.
Smack Lions?
Smack.
Good game, not smack.
Smack, okay.
Good game. Lions is close. Lions is iffy. I'll give you 50-50
Okay.
on the Lions. You smacking the Vikings and the
Smacking the Vikings and the Bears.
Yeah, you get smacked by the Packers. Because Jordan Love throws a sidearm to, Romeo Dobbs or somebody.
All right, well,
Y'all smacking the Steelers?
I said the Steelers and Bengals.
Who they got? Let's go through this schedule real quick.
Browns.
They open up with the Packers.
Say that.
Yeah.
In Brazil.
Then
Definitely
Falcons. Falcons
You
week
ain't got 2
2.
minutes, bro.
We'll keep this.
Falcons week 2. That's a dub. The Saints. That's another dub.
Okay.
Buccaneers.
Depending on what Bucks team you need,
Yeah.
what Baker you get.
That's right.
Browns. See what Deshaun.
Deshaun in the
That's what I
background.
said.
Deshaun get his massages, it's over for y'all.
That Browns
If he get his
defense.
massages,
Yeah. And
That
they
Browns
choking them
defense ain't no punk, bro. They legit.
back. Giants is a dub. Bengals. Jaguars next. Cowboys. Commanders. That's a dub.
NFC East dubs.
Yeah, the Rams.
Ooh, that's late season Rams too.
Yeah, they show up. Ravens. I think that's an L.
That's a hell, bro.
Yeah. Panthers. Oh, that's a dub.
Hey, bro, it might be rolling.
Second string in. Commanders, another dub.
They always lose to
Oh, my bad.
Commanders once.
Steelers and then Commanders.
They always lose to Commanders once.
We always lose to the Cowboys once.
That's a trap game.
Cowboys once.
And the Commanders keep it close to one game.
Yeah, forever.
And then you end with the Cowboys and Giants. That's a winning season.
Double-digit win. They got 10. That's 10 off the NFC East alone. That's 10. You don't get 10.
Yeah.
You get 10.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Still trash.
Anyway, let's start with the Giants. That's what I'm saying. This conversation started with the Giants. Who are you tuning in to watch for the Giants? Who do you care about enough to watch for the Giants?
You gonna make the storyline. I want to see the undrafted free agent trying to make it.
Yeah, you a football guy. All right.
I said O-line too. Anyway, every Monday, 5 p.m. Don't forget to follow us on all our socials. I'm Anthony E. Gray, Vanessa and the Graham, IDK Sports Pod. Catch us every Monday, 5 p.m. on all platforms. Though we kind of long, man. Where we at? No, we're not on our right time. About hour 10.
You rocking?
You know what I'm saying? We rocking. We glad to be back. You know what I'm saying? Catch us. Let us know what we're doing. Comment, like, share, follow, subscribe, all that good things. Gotta appreciate my boy Ron stopping through one more time. No face, no case. You know what I'm saying? We out here. And until next time.
What up?
I'll holla.